Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to QC Comics with what else but an action figure unboxing video. And today we've got a first for me. This is my first windowless packaged box. So this will be interesting. But of course, this is from Star Wars, The Book of Boba Fett. And this is Boba Fett on Tatooine in the 3 3/4 inch scale. And he's got removable things. Fire, flames, cracked stormtrooper helmets. So, very excited to have this. More importantly, is that somebody definitely screwed up at my local resale shop. This is, as you can see, a brand new figure. It's in the windowless box. It's from the Book of Boba Fett. It's deluxe, and they priced it at $4.99. I don't know if they accidentally were pricing them at what they purchased them from a collector. I don't know if some jaded ex-girlfriend just dumped her boyfriend's Star Wars collection and they just said, hey, let's treat our customers and just price it all cheap. I don't know. I literally bought as much as I could. There was bins and bins. If you saw my video, I mean, there was so much stuff. And I looked at my budget and I had like an extra, I don't know, it's like $200 wiggle room because it was the first half of the month. Most of my bills go through the first half of the month. And I don't dig into my savings anymore. I just made a point, and I really contemplated doing that because there was so much good stuff. But a part of me thought, you know what? I'm leaving some for other collectors, so I'll get what I can. And then I actually went back the next day out of curiosity, and it was wiped clean. Maybe they took it to the back to reprice it. I have no idea. But windowless packaging. Would it be funny if I open this and it's just like a completely different character in here? Like, obviously that's not why it would be priced at $4.99, but that would be kind of funny. I just open this up and there's like I don't know, a Power of the Force freaking yak face in here. Oh, that is bizarre. Even though I know there wasn't any plastic in there, I was expecting plastic, as I was expecting a plastic sleeve to pull out of there. That is so weird. Okay, let's set Boba off to the side here for now. So you got tape, you've got some sort of like almost like a tissue paper I could use. Oh man, is everything just gonna pour out of here? Dude, this is so weird. And no matter how you feel about it, this has to be a swapper's like dream. Just get that thing, take the figure out, carefully cut the tape, shove anything in there. So I will say, when I go to store, I am going to, before I leave the store, if I'm buying anything from a package like this, I'm going to open it, slide it open, make sure that the right item is in there, then slide it back in, then go home, do my unboxing video. Because, I mean, it's probably not going to happen as much as we like to think, but it will happen. People take advantage wherever they can, whenever they can. So, anyway, here are the two Stormtrooper helmets. Just kind of nice little, and they do have ball pegs on there. So, I mean, maybe you could pop these onto some other figures. I'm not sure. But some cool weathering and some cool battle damage to those. So you can set those off in the sand or whatever you're doing for your photography. Or maybe you got figures you can pop those on. Of course, we've got the jetpack here. The retooled, re-armored jetpack. Very cool. And then we have two flame effects to come out of the bottom of the jetpack. And that was always, for me, I love when they put stuff like that in there. I know it's a deluxe figure, so of course it's going to be in there. However, I really enjoy that. It's just, even looking on the shelf, just with the flame effects coming out of the jetpack, it's just aesthetically pleasing to look at. And it makes for great photography. I'm not the best toy photographer, but there are people out there that can do just awesome stuff with that. So in the other package here, we've got his sidearm. So Just a little brown handle on there. Nothing really to talk about. Got his EE3 rifle. Some silver on the barrel there. Got a little brown worked in. Looks like that little, almost looks like that kind of Fennec Shan knife she's got in the handle of her rifle. And then we've got a rocket. And this is cool. The rocket has a blast effect. So if you can kind of work that where it looks like he's launching it. So that is very cool. And I think, does this pull out or is the whole thing just going? Oh, the whole thing just goes in. That is very cool. Wow, that's awesome. I really like that. Okay, then we've got Boba's helmet. And this is a 3 3/4 inch scale, so, you know, the paint isn't going to be as clean as, say, the Black Series version. Or not even as clean, just that there's just not as much detail, I should say. But nonetheless, great looking helmet. Really dig that. And then I know this video is going to run forever. So I'm just going to briefly go over the Boba Fett. Mainly the face sculpt. That is a pretty good Tamora Morrison face sculpt on a smaller size figure. Got some of the scars worked in on the forehead there. The decal there looks good. The Mandalorian decal there looks good. Yeah. And then you got some soft goods there worked in. And let's see. Is everything going to be... I said, is everything going to be stiff right out of the bat? Right out of the bat. I always do that. I do this, like mix up sayings. Right out of the gate, right off the bat. Okay. Well, everything else looks pretty good. I'm going to reattach Boba's leg here. And then I'm going to try to get this knee to move. We're going to pose him up. And we're going to give our final thoughts and grade. Okay, so there is the deluxe book of Boba Fett. 3 3/4 inch figure, posed up, ready to go. What do we think? Well, apart from the issues I had with my particular figure, with the leg falling off out of the box, that was very minor. You could kind of see, I watched back, you could kind of see that the lines for the hip, or the thigh swivel is, you could see the one leg was a little bit further down, so just wasn't pushed on all the way. So I pushed it up there, it clicked in real nice, I moved it around, did some kicks, seems to be in there just fine. The jetpacks, the actual, exit ports here, these don't swivel at all, so you really have to hold on to these. They feel a bit flimsy, and these are very firm to slide in. So be careful if you pick up this figure. That could snap on you by accident. And then also the feet, they do that weird thing where you get a figure and it kind of clicks too far down, and then the figure's going to want to fall forward, or it, clicks too far up and the figure's going to want to fall backwards. And it was tough to kind of find that sweet spot on the feet to get it where it would stand nice and easy. So a little bit of a bummer there. But overall, I think that might be just a figure-to-figure problem, not necessarily an overall issue. Look, I'm a huge Boba Fett fan, and I think you get a lot in this. And so I want to say it's a 10 out of 10. To me, it's a 10 out of 10. If I'm speaking objectively, which maybe I should, retail for this is like $27.99. Now, yeah, it's 10 out of 10 for me for what I got for $4.99. Absolutely. But if you're paying almost $30 for this, it does feel a bit flimsy. Most vintage collection figures do. But I just don't think it's worth that price, that retail price. I can't see this being worth over $20. I wouldn't, if I had paid almost $30 for this figure, these almost feel like, and even on this, what it reminded me of as I was thinking about it here, they remind me of like a little Lego helmet. I don't know. Something about it reminds me of like Lego helmets. And then, yeah, I got a feeling some other people might have some of the same issues. So it would be like an 8. And a lot of that is based on the price. And I think most people have said it's too much for a 3 3/4 inch figure, deluxe or not. If it was Boba Fett, you'd be getting everything here, probably even the removable helmet. I mean, Koska Reeves and Bo-Katan, they have removable helmets, or at least heads that, you know, you can pop on the helmeted head or the regular head. So none of that's extra. The jetpack, nothing's extra. The gun, nothing. The only thing that makes this deluxe is these 2 extra helmets, which, let's be honest, most collectors are just going to throw in a bag or a box somewhere. And then the flame effects. That's not worth it to me. Although it is very cool that the jetpack, or the rocket comes out of the jetpack with the kind of launch effect. That's a cool touch, but not enough to justify the price. So if I was rating it at retail and I open this up, it'd be an 8. For me, it's a 10 because I love Boba Fett. I'm excited to have it on the shelf. And I paid $5 for it. Just ridiculous. So anyway, what'd you think? Do you have this figure? Did you pay retail? Were you disappointed by it? Did you love it? Did you have any of the same issues I did? Maybe you opened it up and you're like, dude, this is the best 3 3/4 inch vintage collection figure they've ever made. Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you feel like it. What do you think about this windowless packaging? I really recommend, seriously, ripping this open at the store if you have time, just to make sure it wasn't figure swapped, or at the very least, check for cut tape or any signs that it's been opened. Might save you a trip back to the store. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll have new videos coming later in the week. Take care. We'll see you next time.